Hey, Ostrag Metals here. Today I'll be showing how to make simple hammered heart pendants and wavelength pendants. That's these. There's the wavelengths. They can be arranged in two different directions. You can have them that way or that way on a necklace. So, multiple directions, vertical or lateral. And there's the textured hammered hearts. They're shiny and quite nice, look at that. And they can be arranged in with jewellery as components in various ways, as club pendants. So, show how to make them. And them. And all needed. Along with some other tools. So first the heart. Need a wire bending tool for this. I'm going to make a V. Straighten that out a little bit. Well, make it a bit more pointy. Bit too much on that end. Millimeter or so. So that's what you'll end up with. Next part, use the flat of the wire bending tool to do that. To make a sort of arrowhead type thing. Now wire bending tool again. Bend that inwards. Both sides until they're more even. And then from the sides here. There's the heart formed. Now I need to texture it. And the anvil. Bend that in a little bit more after hammerings to realign the heart. So very simple, very quick. Can put split rings on either side here for suspension from a necklace as a charm. Use them as earring pieces or even clasps. So good multiple use components. Now how to make the wavelength pendant. So need a long piece of copper for this. Again, also need the wire bending tool. Anvil can go aside. Don't need that. So first make a nice circle to start off with. And then start working the wavelengths. Ooh, a little bit of sunlight. Quite easy to make these wavelength shapes. Just alternate the distance at which you do the bending in order to change the wavelength. These are an electronic things, sort of like the sound of different objects, what you see on an oscilloscope. It's taking shape nicely there. Bit even though. That's better for appearance. Get some difference around the end if I can. Different wavelength towards the end. You start running out of metal. Leave enough space to make another one of them. Want to bend it in the appropriate direction also. Need to straighten that up with the pair of pliers now. Very simple, very quick. Can also be arranged again in a variety of ways. You can have it this direction with necklace suspended from here, or downwards like that, with a really large or beefy earring with something else attached to the bottom. But I'm going to be putting some split rings, jump rings on the sides. Make it easier when I do that. So there's the wavelength pendant. Looks quite cool. So there's how to make simple wavelength copper pendants and hammered hearts, textured hammered hearts. So jewellery components and part pendant also. Till next time.